Hello friends. Today is Good Friday. Today is a day that we set aside to remember the greatest sacrifice that has ever been made. It's a day that Jesus, who had done nothing wrong and was perfect in every way, was killed on a cross so that our sins, our bad choices, could be forgiven. This is a hard day, parents, to talk about with kids. So I encourage you to gauge your child's age and maturity and their level of understanding as to how many details about this part of Holy Week you choose to share. We don't need to scare them, but we don't need to be afraid of the word death. Death is a part of life. And if we don't talk about the death, then it's really hard to celebrate the resurrection that's coming on Sunday. If you or your child has a children's Bible that looks like mine, I'm picking up on Pilate questions Jesus. Lots of people loved Jesus, but there were many who didn't like him at all. After Jesus was captured in the garden where he had been praying after his Last Supper with his disciples, he was taken to the house of the high priest, then to Pilate, the Roman governor of Judea. All night the rulers asked Jesus if he was God's son. They did not believe that he was. Finally, Pilate said that he didn't think Jesus was guilty, but the people who hated Jesus kept yelling until Pilate decided that Jesus had to die on a cross. Pilate's soldiers took Jesus and put a crown of thorns on his head and made fun of him. Then they led Jesus out of the city to a place called Golgotha to be killed on a cross. At 9 o'clock in the morning, the soldiers nailed Jesus to the cross. They also put 2 robbers beside Jesus, one on the right and one on the left. While Jesus was on the cross, the land became dark from noon until 3 in the afternoon. Then Jesus died, and there was a big earthquake. When the earth shook, the thick curtain in the temple where the people would go to pray and worship God, the thick curtain in the temple between the holy place and the most holy place, ripped from top to bottom. Now people could see inside the most holy place. Before, only the high priest got to see inside. When the soldiers at the cross saw what happened when Jesus died, they knew he really was the Son of God. Jesus died because he loved us. He died so that our sins would be forgiven, so that we could forever be in close relationship with a God who loves us more than we could ever imagine. Good Friday is a sad day. What happened to Jesus was not fair. But the best news is coming in 3 days, and I can't wait to share with you that part of the story. So between now and then, I want to encourage you as parents, talk to your children about what it means to forgive, what it means to forgive the way God forgives us, and how we can share and show that same love and forgiveness to those who maybe have hurt us, maybe unfair things have happened in our life, and how when we are offering that forgiveness to others, it's a way of remembering the forgiveness that God gives to us so freely, not because we've earned it, but because it's a gift that we can accept from him. I love you, friends, and I can't wait till day 3. Until then, God bless.